From us, money still reading, God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, plus we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Ball again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Wilson. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to look deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 23. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Play action. Now Wilson. Got his man. It's Dulcich. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Broncos at 10-2 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Here's Hall again. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third at about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Broncos defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
7-7, our score after 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Wilson. He's got Hamler on the out route. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down at 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Hall. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To throw again is Wilson. Touchdown! Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. first down. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Straight ahead is Hall. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. And a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson flushed out right. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
They'll run with Hall, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The quick slant caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 28. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And here comes Berrios. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points,
That's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. There he goes, left side. 20, 10, 5. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back to throw. Wilson. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Johnson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning it, here's Hamler. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills. And
this is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. He's got Hamler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Flush to his right, and this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't?
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the shotgun, Wilson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself into position and let your kicker have at it.
They'll go again with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. A handoff for Hall. And And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's a give to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy, 10 of them. I don't follow trends, my